squabble! Huh? What? Dude, you sleep with your hoodie on? Yeah. Why? You know how freaky the furry VR chat community is. Come on, man. Fair enough. What are you doing in my house? Oh, yeah, the Q&A video. The what? The Q&A video. Hey, so just repeating the words gives me literally no clarification. How long ago did you ask for questions? Like a week ago. A week? Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been that long. Holy shit. Yeah, man, you gotta get on that shit. But I'm tired, and this is the one break I get from theater, and I just wanna... Okay, damn. It better be done by the end of the week. Who the fuck was that? Hey, everyone. Yeah, I actually didn't realize it's been that long. Whoops. I know I've been busy with theater and all that, but better late than never, right? No! Okay. Before we continue, I just want to say sorry if my voice just sounds like I don't want to exist right now. It's partially because that's true. Also, just because my voice decided like, hey, let's wait till he decides to record that video he's been meaning to record, and then just fuck him. Before we jump into all the main questions, which there are a lot of them, there's a couple frequently asked questions that I thought I should just knock out before we get into the main questions. Starting with, how are you? Wow, guys, I'm actually doing pretty fucking good. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm actually doing pretty quite good myself. What is your favorite furry species? That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, sarcasm aside, this avatar is called a Regulus Kepler. This avatar is nice. I like it. I think it's pretty fire. When did you join VR chat? From what I remember, I have the 4-year badge. I wasn't really keeping count, but I'm assuming it was near the end of 8th grade and the beginning of freshman year. So around 2021, 2022. What was your Halloween costume? I didn't have one. I didn't go trick-or-treating this year, guys. I'm sorry. I was inside, just not going. How did you make your avatar? So funny story, I didn't make this avatar at all, actually. This avatar was made by Tivi. They make avatars like these, like Regulus Keplers, Reguluses, holy shit. How did you find out you were a furry? I actually love this question because I didn't join the VR chat community as a furry. I joined the furry community because of VR chat. I got introduced by my friend Yen, and she had me go to these dreadhead avatars, and then I joined this furry talk and show world. And it's funny seeing how people stereotype, because they assume that I was just a troller that came in to just be mean to furries. I didn't have a furry avatar, which now experiencing being a furry for a while makes sense, because that typically is what happens. Then I met this pretty cool group of furries. They didn't profile me, which was step one, I guess. We got to talking. They were actually really chill, and then they were like, oh, we're gonna go avatar hunting, do you want to come with? And I'm like, sure. And honestly, I didn't know what the fuck avatar hunting was, because I just got to VR chat. I think they were plotting, though. I think they were definitely scheming a little bit, well, we could turn this guy into a furry. Shit, you got me. Success. What's your favorite candy? Depends on my mood, I guess. But my for just straight chocolate has definitely gone down. I don't really like hard candies all that much. I love me a Milky Way. A Milky Way or a Twix, I think, is definitely my top two. I love them both. They're both really good. I just read the next question and I'm going to get upset. Why are my eyes closed? So if you don't play VR chat, and that's completely fair if you don't, honestly, I don't blame you. Your emotions that your avatar has comes from your hands, right? So if I were to go like this, my expression changes. So a lot of the time when I hold my controllers, I hold them I fidget with them while I talk, because ADHD. So I fidget with them, and when I do, I'm not holding any of the buttons, and so my hands are just flat like this, and that causes my eyes to close. So when I'm talking, if you see my hand go flat, it causes my eyes to close. That's what's going on. That's the mechanics behind it. Do you have a partner? But now that we got all the frequently asked questions out of the way, it's time to dig deep. It's time to get in. I'm talking about in it. Now it's time to go on to the actual question part. What is your favorite car? So I actually don't like cars like that. What do you think about anti-furry? If you don't like furries, then you cannot like furries. It's not really any of my business, I would say. It's kind of just like, if you don't like me, then just, you don't have to watch me. If you don't like furries, then just don't interact with them. What do you think of the problems in the furry fandom? I think there's a lot of them. I think the furry community is definitely bottom of the barrel shit. It definitely has more cons than pros, I would say. I think it's a very creative outlet for people that can't express it in other than dressing up as animals, which, you know, if that's what you like, that's what you like, gang. What can I say? But like, there are some really cool people in the furry community, and there are some very nice people in the furry community that I think should be represented more, rather than like all the bad shit. I think all the good shit should also be represented, because furry community is pretty fucking chill, you know, just ignoring the bad side. If you have any tips of being a VTuber or VR chat content creator, what would they be? Okay, I'm gonna get really cliche. It's genuinely like the best advice I can give you is just to fucking do it. Like, inspirationally wise, the best thing you can do is just do, like, record what you want to record and post it, right? Because everyone had like that while where they would post stuff and then just nothing, and they would get like 2-3 views, and they would think they put a lot of effort into it, and then it just got nothing in return. I've had that. I've had like 3 different YouTube channels for this one. Okay, trust me, I know how it is. It's literally just a matter of committing to it and just doing what you want and what you love, and just letting the world practically judge you for it. That's what being a YouTuber is. Mechanically, it really just depends on what you have. Like for me, I record OBS on my PC, and then I'm on my Quest, you know, talking to you guys. But that's just what I do. You could also just use PC VR, and they have like a whole built-in camera for that, which they just recently added, which I think is really nice. But you also need VR Chat Plus to like move it. I'm getting off topic. You just gotta do it and just work with what you have, and just, you know, be creative. You know, if you're autistic, boom, there you go. You already have a +2 to your creativity. Do what you want to do. Have fun. Do you collect anything? Yeah, I do. So actually right next to me, hold on, I'll see if you guys can hear this. Oh, that was so loud. That's an Arizona Toucan. I have them, and I hang them up above my bed, and they kind of dwindle down. They're like, I don't know why I do it. I think I copied it from my friend, actually. My friend did this with Monster cans, but Monster is really basic, and I don't like Red Bull. So I was like, you know what else I love? Arizona tea. So I did that, and now cans are hanging above my bed. I actually have the last flavor right there that still needs to be hung up. I'm just too lazy. I did hang it up, it just fell, and now I'm too lazy to put it back up. But I collect Arizona tea cans, so, you know, cast your judgment as you will on that. What's some or one of your favorite music artists? Ooh, this is perfect. Spotify Wrapped just came out. I'm just gonna put my Spotify Wrapped on screen, just have it scroll by as I talk about music. Bro, guys, I just ran out of Spotify Premium. I'm so mad. My friend was paying for it, and I haven't talked to him in a while, and I assumed he just took me off his plan because we don't really talk like that. But I was on his plan for like 2 years, and then he took me off of it like 2 months ago. Oh my god, you don't know what you're missing out on until you don't have it anymore. Fuck Spotify. I still use it, but like, what is your favorite part of college? I don't have one. Fuck college. I'm actually not in college before we continue answering this. But dude, signing up for FAFSA, I need to do that. I need to sign up for FAFSA so bad. I'm just lazy and I haven't done it yet. Applying sucks. Dude, they do not communicate with you. Oh my god. You know how in-state, out-of-state college works? Like, out-of-state's typically more expensive, in-state isn't, right? And also affects your decision sometimes whether you get in or not get in. And it says that I'm like, that I don't live in the state where the college is, and it's not true. I'm here. I live in the same state as this college, right? So I emailed them twice, and I've gotten nothing back. And I told my friends about it, and they were like, "Oh, you gotta call them." I have to call them, dude. Are we serious? I'm not even in college yet, and I'm already having a headache about it. Why do you keep jumping off the building at the end of every video? It started as like a bit. I wanted something to do at the end of videos that wasn't just saying goodbye, because, like, you know, that's boring. I'm a theater kid. Of course, I'm gonna be dramatic. So I was like, what if I jump off the edge of the building? Like, I can do it. It's funny, and I think it'll work. And then I was like, I need to say something. So I was like, yippee! And that just kind of became the thing. Favorite flavor of all time? Strawberry. I love strawberry flavored things. These next 2 questions from this guy like threw me for like a loop, because the first one, do you do your homework or do you eat it? First of all, I eat it. Second of all, like, was like, oh, he doesn't like furries, he thinks like we eat our homework. And then the next one is like, why is bro so adorable? Holy, it's a switch. I mean, ask me out to dinner first. You know what I mean? Like, come on. My boyfriend's not gonna like me saying that. If I could have any food or drink, what would it be? Oh my god. So recently I've been to this place called Barbecue 21, I think it's called, and it's like not authentic, but it's like a big ramen place. You can choose your own ramen to make it, or they have like tteokbokki, or they have like just different like Japanese-esque cuisines, and it's so good. And like I found like one of my favorite drinks in the world because of this place. It's like this aloe vera drink. I think it's like a mango aloe vera, dude. It is so good. It's like literally ecstasy in a bottle, bro. Let me tell you, that shit is fire. Never putting that bottle back down, dude. Pass me my beer. No, pass me my aloe vera mango bottle. What is your favorite furry animals? It's it's almost like I made a made a whole video about it. If you want to go check that out, shameless plug. Okay, I'm sorry. What is that image on your hoodie? It's actually an album. I don't remember what this album is. I searched it up one time. I did not like the album. I'm sorry, I did not like it. I don't like any of them, but this looked the coolest to me. So if you actually know what it is, you want to comment it, please do, because I do not remember what it was. Thank you. What is your fave Halloween experience? You're just awesome. Okay, so I have an experience that I think is like funny for like an outside context of like me now, but before, dude, this was very shitty. Back in like the Zozo area where like Zozo was a big thing and like people were dressing up in like all black uniforms and whatnot and shit. I was going trick-or-treating one night, and I don't remember how old I was. I was probably maybe like 8 or 9. But one Halloween I was trick-or-treating with my mom, with my mother, and we were going, and there was this like house that had this like black screen against the wall. Little did I know there was like a man in like a black suit sitting there, but little old me didn't know that. So I was wandering around, and this lady behind me was like, "Oh, excuse me," because she had a baby in a stroller. Take note, that comes into play later. So she was strolling behind me with this baby. I move out of the way, obviously, and she's strolling behind me with this baby, right? I turn back up and look at the black wall. I see a big black thing running at me from the wall. Now, listen, I, as a man of color, I'm not saying that the black thing was scary because it was black. I'm just saying, if I turn up and I see someone sprinting at me full force, motherfucker, like, what do you want? Like, what? So my fight or flight kicked in, and I chose fight and flight. Dude, my first instinct is to turn and run. I see the stroller in front of me. I fucking... boom! I fucking just knock it out of the way, and I keep going. It was so bad. I knocked that baby right out of the fucking stroller. And not only did I knock a baby out of a stroller, I got PTSD from it. Because now, if I turn around and I see anybody running at me, or I see anything like that, I freak the fuck out. Like, my body loses control. I go into fight or flight immediately. If someone is running behind me, it scares the shit out of me. Also, I didn't know I had people watching me from Australia. That's so fucking cool. What's your favorite horror movie? I hate this question because I don't really watch horror movies like that. I don't really like horror movies. But I'd say one of my favorites of all time is definitely It Chapter 1, the first It, like the one in 2017 with Finn Wolfhard and all them. Sinners was also pretty good. It's not my cup of tea, but like I still watch it. It was still an enjoyable watch, even though it wasn't down my alley. It was still good, and I still liked it. What is your favorite Pokemon? Cubone. For no particular reason. I don't have any reason to like this Pokemon. I don't like Pokemon in general. I don't play the games, but Cubone just looks pretty cool. What is your favorite show / movie? Okay, so actually, I am like knees deep into this show called Suits. I started watching it like a week ago, and I'm like almost done with season 3 now. Like, I don't know why, but like I started watching it without thinking I would like it too much. I'm invested in this fucking show, dude. I love The Amazing Digital Circus. I love Murder Drones, 2 of my favorite shows of all fucking time. Underrated show, there was a show called This Is Not Okay. Dude, it was so good, and then they canceled it and it's gone, and I was so mad. Movies wise, I don't watch too many movies. Again, It is probably one of my favorite. Oh, Earth to Echo, I really love that movie. It's so good. And there's also another one, Rim of the World. Such a good movie. Love both those movies, dear to my heart. What is your favorite soda? So it's actually cream soda, which I think is, a lot of people think is really weird, but hear me out, okay? Cream soda is actually really good. I also really like zero sugar Coke. I love this question. Fuck, marry, kill, Fanta, crush, high horse, I see orange. This question was so funny to me. I asked my friends it, like we were driving somewhere, And I was hanging out with them, and I was like, guys, I just got this fucking amazing question from the Q&A video, and I told them, and they all universally agreed that it was like, marry Fanta, fuck Crush, and kill High C Orange. I actually disagree with that. I actually think it's marry Crush, fuck High C, and then kill Fanta. And hear me out. Okay, I like Crush better than Fanta. The thing is, I don't know the fucking difference. I can barely tell the difference. I just know that Crush is less expensive, and and it's good, and I like it. So I drink Crush more than I drink Fanta. Sorry, don't hurt me. I think it's better because I have it more. I get sick of like carbonation pretty quickly. So like I'm married to Crush. We're having our relations. Then my throat gets a little too fizzy, and then I go to my mistress. High C, it's different. It's a juice. It's not carbonated. It's a nice refresher compared to the carbonation that I've been getting. This turned into like a really bad cheating thing. We're gonna move on, I think. What's the funnest encounter that you have had on VR chat that you just walked in on? Sorry, my English went out my fucking brain while reading that question. Listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I do not freak shame, okay? If you're a freaky guy, that's fine. You're welcome here, kind of. There's limits. You can be as freaky as you want to be. Just do it in private, please. How does that have anything to do with the question? Just use your brain if you just think about what I've walked in on after discussing what I just discussed. How and why did you turn out homosexual? Oh my god. I never grew up around the society as gay people and all the other people. I grew up when that started becoming more of a normal thing. I didn't know that being gay was a thing. I just thought you liked who you like. What's your biggest inspiration when it comes to furry content and content creation? When I post shorts and when I post videos, I love being able to go into the comment section and having people comment on the videos. It's so nice. And people that are there's a few people that I'll list here that are just consistently commenting on my videos, and I genuinely get so happy when I see people commenting and see people interacting with my videos. It's actually it feels so good. It feels so fucking good seeing people interact with it. So genuinely thank you for everyone that comments and shit. It means the world to me. Genuinely, it's actually really nice. Do you play any instruments? I played a lot of instruments in my day, so I'll just go through what I played. I played the viola, I played the trumpet, I played the baritone, I tried the flute for a little while. Fuck the flute, hated the flute. Played the piano, and that's kind of the extent. Will you ever do a meet and greet on I know it's meant to say meet and greet. Genuinely though, genuinely. I fucking hate that word. Maybe. It depends if there's enough demand for it. I'm very busy and I do a lot of stuff outside of content creation, which is why I took this video so fucking long to get out. And I already cancel all my friends enough because of shit I have going on. So I don't want to disappoint people that like me, I don't want to say fans, that sounds pretentious, but for lack of a better term, and disappoint them because I'm I gotta cancel the meet and greet that you've probably been waiting for a while. It's shitty, and I want to make sure that it can happen properly before I do anything like that. You know what I mean? Meow. Rough. Oh, that was. Oh, I almost let the alpha out. No, you gotta chillax, man. Do you like mozzarella sticks? Dude, I fucking love mozzarella sticks. Don't even get me started. I'm curious, how did you make your username? Where did it come from? So Skells is part of my username. It's from my old channel. I wanted to keep an old part of me with me as I moved to this new IP of a new channel. So Skells is part of that old thing, right? So we have Skells, and I wanted something either Skells something or something Skells, right? So I was Squabble Skells. I fuck with that. It sounds nice, it rolls off the tongue. But here's the thing, right? Squabble typically means a fight, a little squabble, that's not what computed in my mind when I chose it. See, squabbling in my mind was talking a lot and if someone says, oh, you're squabbling, it's just oh yeah, you're talking a lot. That was in my mind, right? No, I was just dead ass wrong. What's 1 + 1? Frog. Just how 2 + 2 = fish. First grade math, guys. Come on. What is one place you'd like to visit someday? Honestly, I'd want to go to Iceland. I've seen pictures of Iceland. Apparently, it looks really beautiful. And I just kind of want to go and just experience it. When you do manage to gather a large following / subscribers, What's your plan for content in the future? Because like in my mind, it's like if I think too hard about it, then like it'll just not happen, and I think I'll overthink it and then fuck something up. So I'm just playing it by ear, you know. I'm just making videos. If people like it and people subscribe, then cool. If people don't like it and I stay at like 5K subscribers, whatever. You know what I mean? I have so many things I want to do. I just need to get there first, and I think I want to focus on getting there before I focus on what I'm going to do. Focus on what I'm going to do when I do get there. You know, it's just we're keeping it calm. Can you take 5 guys, dude? I can take more than 5 guys. Okay, I'm a professional in my craft. I know what I'm doing. I know the techniques. I know. Oh. No. Will you ever play War Thunder? Probably not. I don't like games with ships like that. That just not my cup of tea. And will you ever face reveal? No. 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 Gay, homosexual, gay? Oh.
Gay, homosexual, gay, homosexual, gay.
Oh, is that all that's all the questions? Yay! You know, I think I know the perfect place to wrap up this video. Wow, we got 2026 before the Q&A video. You know, that's kind of crazy. I know it's been like a minute and this video was due since October, but shit kept coming up and I had to postpone it for my mental well-being. I have a plan for 2026. It's like I don't know what we're gonna call it, the Squabble 26? Nope, that's, scrap that. We'll figure it out. But genuinely, thank you for everyone who asked you questions. I'm sorry this video took fucking years, eons, like millennias to come out. Happy New Year, guys, and Christmas and Halloween. Jesus, I missed so much shit. And I can't end without, I mean, come on. You know what I'm about to do. Me and you both know what I'm about.